number 1 asks us to circle pairs of segments that are perpendicular. And we know that perpendicular means they come together at a right angle and intersect at a perfectly right angle. So I'm going to use this piece of paper to check. Put it in the corner, and those 2 lines line up with my 2 lines on my paper, so I'll circle that one. This one, if I stick my corner of my page in and line it up there, the other line does not line up, so not that one. This one, I line it up with this line, and the other one doesn't line up, so not that one. Let's stick this corner in the corner, and it doesn't line up, so not that one. On to the next one, line up, and these 2 lines go right on my paper, or on my made up set square here. Let's line up this one. And it is not parallel, and that one is just very clearly not parallel. So we'll just skip those. It's only these 2. Now we're going to use the coordinate plane below to complete these tasks. So location of A and B. So we know how to do that. We just go over to 4 and up to, it looks like 3.5. So 4, 3.5. B is at 2, 3. Now we have to draw AB. So grab a straight edge, a piece of paper does just fine. Line these 2 points up and draw a line that goes through them all. And we know that this is a line and not a line segment because this above A and B has arrows on it, which shows it's a line. Now we need to generate coordinate pairs for C and D such that line A and B is parallel to lines C and D. So we've been learning today to make parallel lines or parallel points. We just have to move this line either over or up or down or to the side, but keep this distance between us. We're just moving it. Like if this was a triangle, we'd move it down 2 and over 1 or whatever we want. If we move up or down, we are changing the y coordinates. And if we're moving it side to side, we're changing x. So I'm going to move mine down 2 over 1. So down 2 over 1. So my new part here is, instead of A, I'll make this C. And down 2 over 1, this will now be D. You do not have to do down 2 and over 1. That's just up to you what you want to do. You could just go over 1 or up 1 or up 5. It's up to you. And I went down 2 over 1 units, which is like going down 1 and over a half. You have to be careful of what they're counting by. But these 2 lines are perfectly parallel. They've just been shifted over and down. So C is at 4.5, 2.5, which as you can see went, if we were changing up and down, that's Y. So it went down 2 units, which is a whole, which happened, and over a half, which happened. And D is at 2.5, 2. So it went down a whole and over a half. And you can tell from the coordinates that that is perfectly parallel.